Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
You are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV or tree trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
The Guard helps you get an education. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers all its service members in-state tuition assistance towards your college or technical school education. For your service, you will receive 50% off tuition at all South Dakota Board of Regents colleges. If you attend a technical school in the state, you will receive 83.5% off tuition. For more information, visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or check out their website, nationalguard.com/SD.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lockhart Field and the South Dakota Class B American Legion Baseball Tournament. I'm Pat Kraus, bringing you here live on our live ticket stream. Well, we finally made it here, folks. We're on Championship Tuesday. We're down to our final two teams. Today we're going to see Tabor taking on Redfield to determine the Class B American Legion champion. Quick little recap of the action that we saw yesterday. In our first game at 4 o'clock, Redfield defeated Madison 9-3, and that ended Madison's run in the tournament. Pretty good run they had. Won a couple of games to get to that point, and then were defeated and eliminated from the tournament. In the second game, we saw probably one of the most anticipated matchups of the tournament with Vermilion and Tabor, and it lived up to the billing as Tabor came away with the victory 4-3 on a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that sets up our matchup for today with Redfield being the home team, Tabor being the visiting team. How these teams got to this point, a little bit different paths as Tabor being undefeated. They defeated Big Stone City on Friday 12-0. Then that put them into a matchup with Redfield, as this is a rematch of a game earlier in the tournament where Tabor defeated Redfield 5-3. Outstanding game in there, and I'm anticipating a similar type game today, a well-played game by both teams. Both these teams, there's a reason why they're in this game. They've both played outstanding baseball to this point and able to continue that to make it to Tuesday. After defeating Redfield, Tabor moved into the Battle of the Undefeateds on Sunday, in which they, in dominating fashion, defeated Madison, I believe 14-0, a game that was shortened by the 10-run rule in 5 innings. And then yesterday, again, Vermilion being undefeated after the victory over Madison, they already had locked in a spot in today's action. However, with 4 teams left, we still had to eliminate some teams to get it whittled down to where we are. And they defeated Vermilion 4-3, as I said, with a walk-off victory in the bottom of the 7th inning on a single by Nate Shashinsky. That was all set up earlier in the inning. Caden Kozak hit first of all, we had 2 runners get on. I think Trent Herbold and Dawson Beats were both hit by pitches to reach base. They then were on first and second when Kozak came up, and Kozak hit a soft blooper into right field in which Herbold was able to score, and then Beats was on third, and Shashinsky delivered the game-winning base hit to left center to end the game. I've said it earlier in the tournament, and for a team to have a chance in a 5-day tournament, they need the whole lineup to contribute, top to bottom. And Tabor showed that last night, where Kozak is the number 8 hitter in the lineup, and Shashinsky is the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Shashinsky, currently right now, that was his only hit of the tournament. He's got 1 hit and 1 RBI, and that RBI was a big one, as it was the game winner for Tabor to move them to eliminate Vermilion and set up today's game. Redfield's path to the championship game, they defeated Vermilion post 1 5-4. That was an exciting game back on Friday, where they loaded the bases with no one out in the bottom of the 7th, and Keaton Rolfs was able to hit a sharp line drive into left field and drive in the game-winning run. So Redfield advanced, and as I mentioned, Tabor defeated them on Saturday. They fell into the losers bracket, where we saw a pitchers duel between Alex Morris of Groton and Christian DeYoung of Redfield, and DeYoung got just enough of offense out of his team as they defeated Redfield 1-0. Redfield defeated Groton 1-0 to advance, and then Redfield defeated Madison yesterday 9-3 in a game that they led start to finish. They kicked off the scoring with a couple runs in the first inning, and they never looked back, as Madison never really threatened. They got 3, but they didn't get those 3 till the bottom of the 3rd inning, bottom of the 7th inning, and it was just too little, too late. So we have it here now. How the situation goes: if Tabor were to win this first game, they would be crowned Class B American Legion champions. If Redfield were to win this game, we'll take about a half-hour break in between games, and we'll do it again, same 2 teams, in a doubleheader format, just like we've been doing throughout the tournament. We're going to have a little bit more fanfare here for the opening of this game, as we'll have color guard and a singing national anthem, and as this is, as I said, the championship game here at the Class B American Legion tournament. It's been a great tournament, a lot of exciting games, a lot of action, and I think this will live up to the hype as well, as these 2 teams definitely deserve to be here. Tabor offensively has been the talk of the tournament as a team. Just looking at their stats here, they're 4-0 coming in to the tournament, or from the tournament. As a team, they're batting .414. .414 as a team is pretty impressive. You have a couple guys on your team that might be batting high 300s, low 400s, and that's also impressive in its own right. But when as a team you're batting .414, 2 guys on their team are batting 600 or better. Dawson Beats is batting right at 600. He's 6 for 10. Caleb Kubal is batting .667. Nolan Dvorak, he's batting .500. Nolan Sarda's batting .462. So some very impressive batting averages throughout the tournament. for Redfield, batting .264 as a team. Some of the offensive stats: Camden Osborne batting .364. Some leaders here: Peyton Osborne, he's batting .500 for the tournament. Cooper Haney .467. So Redfield's got some offensive power as well as firepower. One thing that Redfield does a little bit different than Tabor is they just don't go away. They hang in there. They'll take at bats to late in the count. They'll go full count. They'll take a walk. They're not afraid to get in at bat with 2 strikes. They put pressure on the team, on their opponents by running in kind of odd counts and so forth, and they throw strikes. Yesterday, if you tuned into the Madison game, they rolled Owen Osborne out there. Well, Owen Osborne, as far as dominating pitchers, you think of a dominating pitcher, you think of a pitcher who's got a really good fastball, maybe another good curveball. Well, he's got a fastball and he's got a curveball. He just doesn't have the dominating stuff. But he understands that Redfield plays defense behind him, and they did. They committed 1 error yesterday, but it was kind of a funny little play. Camden Osborne just dropped a fly ball. But besides that, I think he had 1 strikeout in the game. All other outs were recorded by balls in play, and understanding that's kind of Redfield's game is to throw strikes, hang around, and play defense. Tabor, same kind of a deal. They played some pretty solid defense as well, and have had some stellar pitching so far. They're going to start Carter Eaker today. Eaker was on the mound when Tabor defeated Big Stone back on day 1. So let's go through some starting lineups here. Tabor post 183 is going to be the visitor on the scoreboard. They're going to go with Riley Rochadel. He's playing shortstop. Nolan Sarda's in center. He's batting second. Batting third will be Nolan Dvorak. He's catching. Caleb Kubal at first base, batting fourth. Trent Herbolt is the designated hitter. He's batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Dawson Beats. He's at second base. Dustin Hunemichael getting the start today at third. He's batting seventh. Batting eighth will be Caden Kozak. Kozak out in center, in left. I got that mixed around. I believe his number is 8. His position is 7, so I got that backwards. But Caden Kozak in center, and Nate Shashinsky, the hero in yesterday's ball game, is in right field. He's batting ninth. And as I mentioned, Carter Eaker will be doing the pitching for Tabor. For Redfield, post 92, they will be the home team on the scoreboard. Leading off at second is Owen Osborne. At third base, batting second, will be Peyton Osborne. Cooper Haney at shortstop, batting third. Batting fourth, Camden Osborne. He will be doing the pitching today. Keaton Rolfs is catching. He's batting fifth. Batting sixth, Easton Miller. Easton Miller is in left field. He's batting sixth. Batting seventh will be Eric Salmon. Salmon in right field today. And batting eighth will be Seth Seabright. He's at first base. And Christian DeYoung is in center field, batting ninth. Tabor coached by Gary Corton and Ross Corton. And Redfield is coached by Tommy Gregg and Brent Osborne. As Redfield being introduced here. Beautiful day again. We've been very fortunate with the weather here at Lockhart Field here in Groton. Had a little bit of haze and a little drizzle back on Friday, but that was only about an hour worth of substandard weather. But since then, we've had beautiful days. Today probably going to be one of the warmer days we've had. I think the high temp's about 80, 85 degrees, somewhere in there. But it's going to be a nice day out here. You know, if you are unable to attend, please be sure to tune here. If you know people who want to watch or want to find out or want to know how to find us, groton.liveticket.tv, and you can stream us on there. Or you can go to YouTube and search out Groton Baseball Softball Foundation, and you can tune into us there on our YouTube channel. We're going to have here, as the rest of Redfield's team comes out, now we're going to have the color guard and our national anthem here. We'll keep it right here as we go through our pregame ceremony.
sung by Juliana Kosel. The proper etiquette is to remain standing until the colors are retired. We will do the Legion Code of Sportsmanship after the anthem.
As we come back to Lockhart Field, the singing of our national anthem, The Colors, by Broughton Post 39. And now we will have the
John Kirshner will read the Legion Code of
read,
Sportsmanship.
and we'll try to pick that up now from John Kirshner of Lennox. Again, that's John Kirchner of Lennox from the State Athletic Commission. And right now, the colors are being retired, so we'll pause for a moment here. We'll keep it here. But again, we're waiting for the colors to be retired. Hang on.
Let's play some championship baseball.
All right, we're ready for baseball there as John Kirshner got the teams going. State Athletic Commissioner from Lennox with the reading of the Code of Sportsmanship, and also our outstanding job there by Ms. Kosel on her rendition of the national anthem. And if that doesn't get you ready for baseball here on August 3rd, then not much will. As I said, this is Pat Krause. We're on Live Ticket bringing you the action as we have done every single game so far in this tournament. We are in game 14, day number 5 of this tournament. It's been an exciting tournament. It's been a lot of fun, and looking forward to some more baseball action today as these two teams are set to decide who will be the Class B American Legion champion here in 2021. As Redfield takes the field, we'll set the defense for Redfield. In the outfield, left to right, it's going to be Easton Miller, Christian DeYoung, and Eric Salmon. Around the infield, third to first. That third will be Peyton Osborne. At shortstop will be Cooper Haney. At second base, Owen Osborne. And at first base, Seth Seabright. The battery for Redfield in this championship game behind the plate will be Keaton Rolfs, and on the mound will be Camden Osborne. This Osborne has not pitched in this tournament. I saw him pitch in the region tournament. Again, nothing overpowering, but he's got a little wrinkle, little breaking ball. but he throws strikes. So he's going to rely heavily on his defense to help him out, as he's going to put the ball in there for strikes, and we know Tabor's going to put the ball in play. As I said in our little pregame there, batting .414 as a team, we know they can hit the ball and put it in play. For Tabor here in the top of the third inning, we're going to see Rochadel, Sarda, and Dvorak. Getting to the point now here in the tournament where I'm starting to really get to know these kids' names and the lineups for these teams. Riley Rochadel's coming in. He'll be batting .333 for the tournament, 4 for 12. Has a double and a triple, 3 RBI, but he scored 7 runs. As a leadoff hitter, that's kind of what you look for. Nolan Sarda coming in. Sarda batting .462 for the tournament. He's got 3 doubles and a triple, 6 driven in, scored 7. And Nolan Dvorak coming in. He's batting .500. He's 6 for 12. He has a double and 7 RBI and 4 runs. So, again, offensively, Tabor has been kind of the talk of the tournament. They put 12 up against Big Stone on day 1. They put 14 up against Madison on Sunday, and so we know that the offense is there. Riley Rochadel is going to step to the plate. He's going to be the leadoff hitter for Tabor, post 183, wearing number 4, playing shortstop for Tabor here in this championship game. First pitch from Osborne. That misses high. First pitch at 104. 104, first pitch. 81 degrees in Groton. The 1-0. That one stays high. 2-0 now as Osborne falls behind. And Rochadel does a good job getting on base. Not your typical leadoff hitter. He does hit for pretty good power. The 2-0, that's in there for a strike. Umpires in today's ball game on the bases is Roger Metzinger at third, Doug Rusink at first, and Matt Clark calling balls and strike. The 2-1, that's hit hard foul down the first baseline to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count to Tabor's leadoff hitter, Riley Rochadel. The 2-2, again, another foul down the right field line. Again, as I said, Camden Osborne not real overpowering stuff, but he does throw strikes.
One thing to another. The State B Legion tournament wraps up today, and by the way, the folks in Groton always do a great job of hosting a tournament.
The 2-2 from Osborne. Curveball swung on, lifted into left. Miller looks at DeYoung. We got miscommunication. That's going to fall down as Rochadel's going to be in safely with the leadoff double. I don't know if Miller lost it in the sun or what, but he kind of looked up and then he looked at his center fielder DeYoung and really didn't give much chase on it, and ball lands harmlessly in left center, and that's going to bring Nolan Sarda to the plate. Again, Sarda having a good tournament, .462 batting average. He takes high, ball 1. The 1-0 in there on the inside corner for a strike. Evens count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, if you're finding a way, if you want to let people know, we're on groton.liveticket.tv or search us out on YouTube, Groton Baseball Softball Foundation. And Sarda fouls it wide to third, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nolan Sarda, starting center fielder. The 1-2, and that misses high, evens 2-2. That brings Rolfs out of the crouch, almost jumping to catch that one. 10th pitch of the inning as he looks in. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Sarda down swinging for out number 1. And Sarda kind of chased one up out of the zone, not real typical of him, but he goes chasing, and he's down swinging for the first out. Nolan Dvorak up to bat now. We're number 11. He's doing the catching. Dvorak batting .500 for the tournament, 6 for 12. The first pitch to Dvorak, swung on and lifted high and deep to left. Miller back, and he's under it. He'll make the catch, and Rochadle bluffs the tag. Dvorak gave it a ride, and Miller makes the catch right on the edge of the warning track for out number 2. And Caleb Kubal is going to come to the play, playing first base. Kubal batting .667 in the tournament, 8 for 12. .667, outstanding average here for Kubal. First pitch, swung out way out in front as he waves at strike number 1. The 0-1, that misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Riley Rochadle at second by way of a leadoff double. Tabor trying to get him across and get in the scoring here early. The 1-1. Swung on, and that's line down the left field line. That's going to be fair ball. Rochadle almost overruns third. And Kubal has a 2-out RBI single as he records his 9th hit and 13 at-bats. That one just barely fair, as I think it kicked up some chalk. Trent Herbolt's going to come to the plate now. Herbolt in the tournament batting .333. Kubal gets his lead over at first. Osborne gets the sign, the 1-0. Swung on, that's hit down the right field line. That's going to be down for a hit. Kubal coming around second. He's going to check in safely at third. And Herbolt aboard with a 2-out single, advancing Kubal to third on the play. And Dawson Beats comes up. Dawson Beats having himself a good tournament, batting .600. First pitch to Beats in the dirt. Good stop by Rolfs. Beats scored the winning run last night in the bottom of the 7th inning. Runners take their lead. Runners up the corners, 2 outs. The 1-0. That misses high, 2-0. As Camden Osborne already up to 19 pitches. Tabor 3 hits so far, 1 run across here in the top of the first. The 2-0, that's on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Camden Osborne's not going to blow it by anybody, but he is going to come in and throw strikes.
My understanding is a few of the members of Tabor Post 183 will be playing for the Tyndall team.
The 2-1, grounded to third. Peyton Osborne on to second to Owen Osborne. In time to retire Herbolt, and the inning ends. So Tabor leaves 2. They score 1 here in the top of the first. Coming up for Redfield Post 92 in the bottom of the first inning, it'll be Owen Osborne, Peyton Osborne, and Cooper Haney will set the defense for Tabor and have that bottom of the first inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back going into the bottom of the first inning. Set the defense for Tabor in the outfield, left to right. It'll be Kozak, Sarda, and Shashinsky. And in the infield, third to first, it'll be Hanamichael, Roshadel, Beats, and Kubal. And your battery for Tabor Post 183 here in this championship game, Nolan Dvorak behind the dish, and on the mound will be Carter Eaker. Carter Eaker. Eaker pitched in day number 1 against Big Stone. Got the victory on the mound, throwing 4 innings, 2 hits, 7 strikeouts. So Eaker making his second start of this tournament. As Eaker finishes up his warm-up throws, and Dvorak throws it down to second. Owen Osborne coming to the plate for Redfield Post 92. Osborne was the winning pitcher yesterday against Madison as he threw 100 pitches, complete game. First pitch from Eaker. That's in there for a strike. Carter Eaker, good motion here, nice and balanced, real smooth. The 0-1, swung on, check swing back to Eaker. Eaker's going to go halfway and underhanded and to record the out, and Osborne is down on a check swing ground out for the first out. Peyton Osborne coming up now. Osborne batting .500 on the tournament. Osborne digging in, trying to figure out where he wants to get set here. Carter Eaker looking in at his catcher, Dvorak. Gets the sign. First pitch in there for a strike, and Eaker doing his job, throwing strikes. As so far, he's 3 for 3. The 0-1, that's in there for strike 2. On the outside corner, no balls and 2 strikes now here to Peyton Osborne. And Osborne, typically this happens when pitcher likes to get into a rhythm or a groove. He'll slow him down, step out, and wait till he's ready. The 0-2, curveball driven into center. Sarda onto it, and it's going to get by him. Tough angle there by Sarda as it gets all the way to the wall. Peyton Osborne coming around second. He's going to try for third. Here comes the relay. And not in time. And Osborne is in with a 1-out triple. Sarda didn't take a very good angle there. He kind of came in and then ended up going back the other way as it got by him. Quickly recovered, but not in time as Osborne hustling out of the box. He is aboard with a 1-out triple. Cooper Haney now in the box for Redfield. First pitch to Haney is in there for a strike. Again, Eaker just throwing strikes out there. Fly ball to the outfield should tie this game. The 0-1. Curveball misses low. Haney batting 467, I believe, for the tournament here. So having himself a nice tournament. The 1-1 swung on and grounded foul wide of first. Now 1-2 the count to the left-handed hitting shortstop, Cooper Haney. Pitcher Camden Osborne standing on deck. The 1-2. Swung on and ground to the right side. Beats up with it. on to first in time for the out. On the play, Osborne scores from third, and that'll tie the game as Tabor stayed back, conceded the run. I think Tabor is confident with their bats, especially with Osborne pitching, that they're going to score more than just the one run. Base is empty now. Camden Osborne stepping to the plate. Osborne doing the pitching today. First pitch, just below the knees for a ball. Ball one.
And the first pitch to Camden, missing for ball one.
Eaker looking in at Tabor, gets the sign, the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. We're in the bottom of the first inning, all tied. Championship round action, championship game. The 1-1 on the way. There's a big curveball, and Osborne sticks his bat out and loops it into short center. And Osborne's going to be aboard with a 2-out single. Again, he handles the bat well as Eaker hung that one up there, and Osborne, nice job keeping his hands back and driving it into short center. Keaton Rolfs coming to the plate. Rolfs was the hero back on Friday as he drove in the game-winning run against Winter Cologne. Or excuse me, not against Winter Cologne, against Vermilion. Winter Cologne was defeated by Madison. Getting my walk-off wins mixed up here. Camden Osborne taking his lead from first. First pitch to Rolfs is at the knees for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Long pause. Runner goes. And the hit and run is on. Here comes Camden Osborne around second. He's going to try for third. Throw comes into second. And Osborne is going to be safely going first to third as he was off with the pitch. And Rolfs hitting a sharp liner into right. Now our line scores are identical as each team's got a run. Each team's got 3 hits. Easton Miller now at the plate for Redfield, wearing number 7, playing left field today. First pitch to Miller, misses low. Again, Eaker was cruising there for a while. He was pounding the strike zone. Now kind of struggling a little bit with runners on. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Redfield trying to take their first lead of the game. Base hit will do that. Check at first, and Kubal has to hop over Rolfs to make the catch. 1-0 the count to Easton Miller. The 1-0 runner goes. Throws right back to Eaker, and Rolfs with a awkward slide into second, but he is safe. Now we got second and third with 2 outs and a 2-0 count to Easton Miller. Now a base hit could get 2. The 2-0, that misses high. 3-0. 3-0, Eric Salmon on deck. Salmon has potential to put the ball in play and hit it hard. So if he were to get a chance here, Redfield could break this open right here in the first inning already. 3-0 at the knees. Now count goes 3-1. Miller not having the greatest of tournaments, but still a chance to put the ball in play here. The 3-1 at the knees for strike 2. Count goes full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As he looks down for some encouragement from Coach Tommy Gregg. Base hit will get 1, maybe 2. And Eaker looking in. The 3-2 has hit into center. That's going to drift back. So it's going to send Sarda back, but he's going to put it away. And Miller going to be retired on the fly out to center. And Redfield's going to leave 2, but they get 1 to tie it up after 1 complete. We're tied at 1. Coming up for Tabor, top of the second. It'll be Hanamichael, Kozak, and Shashinsky. And we'll have that for you when we return to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
The Guard helps you get an education.
And we're back at Lockhart Field for Class B American Legion State Tournament action here on Live Ticket. I'm Pat Kraus bringing you the action. Redfield gets one in the bottom of the first to tie the game. We're all tied 1-1. Camden Osborne finishing up his warm-up pitches, getting set to begin his second inning of work. Dustin Hanemichael is going to lead things off for Tabor in the top of the second inning. Redfield's runs came on a triple and a couple of singles back there in the first inning. Camden Osborne making sure his defense is set as he looks in at Rolfs to get the sign. First pitch to Hanemichael, swung on a line into left. That's going to be down for a base hit. Miller up with it. He's going to fire it back, and Dustin Hanemichael gets his first hit of the tournament as a leadoff single. Looking at the defensive alignment here, looks like Redfield's going to have Miller playing fairly deep and kind of hugging the line as Tabor's going to be out in front of Camden Osborne. Again, throws strikes, but nothing overpowering here. Caden Kozak now batting for Tabor as they check over at first, and Hanemichael in safely. Kozak had the game-tying RBI last night against Vermilion Post 1. Osborne checks over at Hanemichael. Now he comes set. First pitch to Kozak. A slow curve outside. That misses for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. We are in the championship game here of Class B American Legion Baseball, the 2021 edition. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. And throw down to first. That's going to get into right field. And Hanemichael up hustling. Now he's going to check in at second as the ball thrown in the dirt got by Seth Seabright over there. Now Kozak with an opportunity here to put Tabor back on top with a base hit. Could score Hanemichael from second. 1-1 the count. 1-1. And Kozak bunt attempt goes foul. Squared, and the ball was high, and he kind of almost a self-defense bunt there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, especially at the major league level, you certainly see it at the college level and high school.
1-2 the count. Camden Osborne 2, Caden Kozak. The 1-2, and Kozak's down swinging for out number 1. Again, Osborne not an overpowering fastball. His curveball's got quite a bit of movement. And that's going to be how he gets his outs. Nate Shashinsky coming up now. First pitch, there's that slow curveball right there. Shashinsky, the hero last night, with a game-winning RBI single in the bottom of the 7th to defeat Vermilion. The 0-1 swung on and missed. And Tabor again way out in front here. Way out front, a little anxious. Not showing the patience here to sit back and drive that ball, trying to do too much with it. The 0-2, there's some of that curveball again. This time it floats high as Osborne tried to drop down a little bit and got underneath that curveball, and it floats high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Checks Hanemichael at second. The 1-2. There's that curveball there. We got a piece of it there, and it goes foul.
Wonder if I should start the goal if we'll finally see a baseball in the press box today.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Dustin Hanemichael on second. He singled and then ended up on second on a throwing error. The 1-2 fouled. Hanemichael ended up on second after a throwing error by Keaton Rolfs on a pickoff play. A snap throw to first got by Seth Seabright. Osborne looking in at Rolfs. Gets a sign, checks the runner. The 1-2. Big curveball, cue shot. That one's going to spin almost. That was hit off the bat, almost spun back fair, but Seth Seabright fields it in foul territory as it wasn't going to come back fair.
Down to still 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nate Shashinsky, making Camden Osborne work here in the top of the
1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll see if Shashinsky makes an adjustment here. The 1-2 popped up. That's going to go foul. Another foul ball. Shashinsky battling in there.
Well, we could probably go over my favorite country and western song titles if you like. We're just at that. Nate Shashinsky has fouled off 4 straight at 1 and 2, if not more.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to the number 9 hitter for Tabor, Nate Shashinsky. The 1-2 from Osborne. Swung on it, pop. Rolf's going to give it a look behind the plate, and oh, he bobbles it a couple of times, almost makes the acrobatic as he, at the field here in Groton, it's a concrete retaining wall as the backstop, and he went right up to it. Ball hit his glove and popped up. He dove, and it hit his glove a second time before it landed harmlessly foul. So that's going to give Shashinsky another chance here with the count being 1-2. The 1-2, there's that curveball. That's going to be lifted into center, or excuse me, into left. Easton Miller hardly has to move, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So pretty good at bat there by Shashinsky as he fought off some good pitches, but Osborne able to get him to fly out for out number 2. That'll bring up Riley Rochadle. Rochadle 1 for 1 in today's game. He doubled back in the first, came around and scored. Now looking for a chance here to drive in Dustin Hanemichael from second. And that's going to hit Rochadle in the leg, and he's going to be aboard. So that'll put runners on first and second for Tabor. Nolan Sarda coming up. Sarda struck out in the first.
The book on Camden Osborne, he's not going to throw really hard, but he really mixed up a breaking ball and all kinds of pitches at a slower speed.
First pitch to Sarda, swung on and missed as he's way out in front again. Sarda 0 for 1.
Like we said, Tabor is a hard-hitting team.
No balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second. The 0-1. Ground ball to short. Haney up with it on to second to retire Rochadle, and that'll end the inning.
Out number 3. So Tabor goes scoreless in the top of the second with no run.
So Tabor leaves a couple, but they don't score any. After 1.5, score remains 1-1. It'll be Redfield. For Redfield, it'll be Salmon, Seabright, and DeYoung, and we'll have the bottom of the second inning when we return here to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com redfield.com now.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Lockhart Field here on this Championship Tuesday. Tie ball game here between Redfield post 92 and Tabor post 183. Both teams scoring a run in the first. Tabor threatened with a runner on second and nobody out. Were unable to take advantage. Eric Salmon's going to lead off for Redfield here in the bottom of the second inning. Salmon yet to record a hit in this week's tournament. Better time to do it than now in the championship game as Salmon digs in. Carter Eaker beginning his second inning of work. First pitch to Salmon is in there for a strike. 21st pitch of the game for Eaker. The 1 misses high, evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're all tied here, 1-1, bottom of the second inning. The 2-1, that misses just off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, here early in the game, Eaker trying to see how much home plate umpire Matt Clark's going to give him on the corners. The 3-1, swung on it, popped up. Kubal calls for it. Drifts back, and he will drop it. It's a fair ball. And Salmon will be aboard on the air by first baseman Caleb Kubal. Kubal just backpedaling, and maybe took 1 extra step, and that ball landed right in front of him. Seth Seabright comes up to the plate. Seabright only has 1 hit in the tournament. It was a double. First pitch, he squares the butt, pops it up. Dvorak hops out. He's going to lay out and almost make a spectacular catch. Nolan Dvorak hopped out and almost made an athletic play, laying out to catch the pop fly as Seabright had squared the bunt. No balls, 1 strike to the Redfield first baseman, Seth Seabright. We'll see if they keep the bunt on here. The 0-1, he squares. This time pulls it back. That's going to catch. Salmon's going to be at second, so they did advance him. We're going to have a pause in the action here as Dvorak didn't even get a glove on it, and that caught Matt Clark on the fly as Doug Rusing comes in from first base and check on him. Being a catcher for a lot of years, we take a beating back there, and one thing we always tried to do is to protect the umpire a little bit there. That one, I think, though, was Seabright squared around. Seabright squared around a bunt, and I think that kind of distracted Dvorak, and he's unable to handle the fastball, and it hit umpire Matt Clark, as I said, on the fly, as Dvorak didn't even get a glove on it. Now the umpires and coaches out to check on him, and
One of those deals where you rub dirt on it and go on. This one hurt.
we were in our championship game here between Redfield and Tabor. Both these teams were victorious yesterday. Redfield defeating Madison 9-3, and Tabor defeating Vermilion in an exciting game last night 4-3. Going into the bottom of the 7th inning of last night's game, Vermilion was leading 3-2, and Tabor was able to push 2 across with Nate Shashinsky getting the game-winning RBI single to win the game. Now, Matt Clark got himself figured out here. He's all better. Now he's telling Nolan Dvorak Next time, get a glove on it. Oh. 1-1 the count here to Seth Seabright with a runner on second. Nobody out for Redfield. The 1-1. He squares the bunt. He slaps at it, and he goes around. And 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Seth Seabright. 1-2 the count to Seth Seabright. Seabright probably swinging this time. The 1-2 misses outside as Dvorak sails one over Eaker's head. Count even at 2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carter Eaker looking in at Dvorak for the sign. Shakes. Now he gets it. The 2-2 misses high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now Eaker running the risk of putting another runner on here with nobody out. Christian DeYoung, number 9 hitter on deck. 3-2, swung on and missed, and Seabright down swinging as Eaker comes back to battle out of it and get the strikeout. Eric Salmon at second with 1 out. Christian DeYoung coming into the plate. DeYoung batting .300 for the tournament. Pitched an outstanding game on Sunday to defeat Groton. First pitch in there for a strike at the belt. No balls and 1 strike. Again, Eaker, when he throws that strike, he gets the ball and he wants to go. He wants to find his rhythm. The 0-1. Swung on and grind up the middle. That's going to be through for a hit. They're going to hold up Salmon as Sarda was charging hard.
Great play by Nolan started to charge at that. Christian DeYoung has a 1-out single, the 4th hit of the game for Redfield.
Riley Rochadle made a great effort out there as he laid out, caught just the tip of his glove. And Eric Salmon stops at third as Nolan Sarda was coming hard. And had he sent Salmon, I don't think there would have been a chance for him to even score. Owen Osborne steps up now. He had a check swing grounder back to Eaker back in the first inning. DeYoung at first, pretty good speed. First pitch popped up. Kubal's going to get another chance here, and he'll put it away. So 2 outs, runners on the corners. Eaker trying to pitch himself out of a bit of a jam as Salmon reached on an error and has now gotten as far as third base. Peyton Osborne in the box. Osborne hit a triple in the first and came around and scored. You're Redfield. This is probably one of the 3 guys you want to be in the box in this position as Peyton Osborne coming into the game batting .500. Well, he just added to that, being 1 for 1 now in the game. Peyton taking his time. Eaker looks in at Dvorak. Now he gets a sign. First pitch swung on, hit hard in the left. That's going to be down for a hit. That's going to get all the way to the fence. DeYoung comes around third. He's going to score. And Peyton Osborne checks in at second with a 2-run double to take the lead for Redfield. Peyton Osborne now 2 for 2 in the ball game with a double and a triple. Cooper Haney in the box now 0 for 1. Redfield leading now 3-1. Again, you know, Redfield, they like to take advantage of miscues, and you know that error by Kubal to put Salmon on, that's the one that came around and scored. Haney swings over the top of that curveball, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. They're very Redfield, very opportunistic. They take advantage of mistakes and usually turns into runs. Slow curveball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Peyton Osborne on second. Base hit should score him. As Cooper Haney digs back in. The 1-2. Swung on and grounded up the middle. Beats is going to field it. He's going to have to hurry in the dirt. And Kubal, nice pick by Kubal. Nice play over there by Kubal. Redfield leaves one, but they score two. New score in this game, 3-1 Redfield. Top of the third inning, we'll have Dvorak, Kubal, and Herbold, and we'll have the top of the third inning when we return to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we are back, getting set for top of the third here in Groton at the Class B American Legion baseball tournament. We are in the championship game. Redfield leading 3-1. Nolan Dvorak's going to lead things off for Tabor post 183 as Redfield gets two with two outs in the bottom of the second inning. Had runners on first and third, and Peyton Osborne hit a double down the left field line to score Eric Salmon and Christian DeYoung. Again, as I said, your bottom part of your lineup has got to do something in order to have a chance here, and there with Salmon reaching on an error and Christian DeYoung getting a single, that turns that batting order over to get the top of the order to the plate, and they can do some damage. Nolan Dvorak takes the first pitch in the dirt. Dvorak 0 for 1. Fly out in the first inning. Dvorak doing the catching, wearing number 11. He digs back in. Camden Osborne in his third inning of work. The 1-0. Swung on, hit hard in the center, right on DeYoung. And DeYoung hardly has to move for the first out. Kubal 1 for 1, drove in a run with a single in the first. Looking to add to it here. First pitch from Osborne. There's that slow curveball there. He goes from kind of a 3/4 almost down to a sidearm, changes angles, changes speeds. The 1-0. And Kubal out in front of it. 1-1 the count. One out. The 1-1. That wraps around the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Osborne looks in, gets the sign, and the 2-1. Misses off the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. Tabor trying to find a way to get some base runners here. Answer back. They scored 1 in the first. Redfield answered right back with 1 in the bottom of the first. 3-1 popped on and fouled out of play. Redfield came back and answered that 1 run with 1 of their own in the bottom half. And then they got 2 more in the bottom of the second, and that's how Redfield leads 3-1. The 3-2 swung on, line foul on the left field fence. Again, Tabor just way out in front here. And, Osborne, he's not going to change anything. That's just how he is. He's going to make them adjust to him. And so far, we haven't seen it yet. The 3-2. Swung on, grounded to short. Haney up with it, on to first, in the dirt. And that's going to get past Seabright. But Keaton Rolfs hustling down the line, backs it up, and Kubal not able to advance. Second error for Redfield. Very uncharacteristic, especially if they're infield.
E6, and here's Trent.
Trent Herbold comes to the plate now.
Single, forced at second.
Herbold hit a single in his first at bat. Tabor trying to find a little bit of a spark here as they trail 3-1.
Redfield with 2 errors.
First pitch misses. 1-0 the count to the designated hitter for Tabor here in this championship game. The 1-0. Swung on and driven into center. That's going to be down for a hit. DeYoung up, but then he fires it back to the infield, and there. And Tabor now has runners on first and second, 1 out. That's going to bring up Dawson Beats. Tabor trying to find a way here. If Redfield would win this game, we will play a second this afternoon. First pitch from Beats comes in for a strike. If Tabor comes back and wins, they will be crowned Class B champions. We are double elimination format. Tabor being undefeated does have to get beat twice. The 0-1 swung on and missed. And Beats chased that one up in the zone a little bit. 0-2 the count. As I said, Camden Osborne's not going to blow it by you. He's just going to hit his spots, throw strikes, change speeds. The 0-2 runners go. And that's going to hit Beats in the elbow. And that's going to load him up for Dustin Hanemichael. Hanemichael 1 for 1. Peyton Osborne calls time. He's going to have a little. Bases are loaded here. 1 out. Dustin Hanemichael coming to the plate. 1 for 1 today. Led off the inning in the second with a single and then advanced on an error, but was unable to move any farther. Base hit here will get 1 and cut into that lead. First pitch. Swung on, hit hard into left field. That's going to be hit a long way. It's off the fence, off the bottom of the fence. 1 run's going to score. Herbold coming around. He's going to score. And Beats is going to check in at third. And Dustin Hanemichael, his second hit of the tournament, is a 2-run double to tie the game as Kubal scores from third and Herbold scores from second. Off the bat, I thought that one had a chance, but just not enough as it hit at the base of the fence. 2-run score. And Tabor still threatening here with runners on second and third and only 1 out. And Caden Kozak coming to the plate. Tommy Gregg out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher and his infield. As it looks like we might have someone warming up over for Redfield, maybe Nolan Gall. Hanemichael doing a nice job keeping those hands back and got a pitch up in the zone and hit it hard. Taking advantage of his opportunity today as coming into the tournament, Hanemichael only had 3 at-bats, no hits. First pitch to Kozak misses. Coming in, Hanemichael 0 for 3 in the tournament. Now 2 hits so far. And this last one, a big one, as it tied up the game. The 1-0 to Kozak misses inside. 2-0 now, 2-0. See, this is where Osborne can get himself into trouble as, he falls behind and gets into hitters' counts. And he's got to come with a fastball, the 2-0. That misses, and he falls behind 3-0. 3-0, Nate Shashinsky on deck. Kozak digs back in. The 3-0. That floats across for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, still a hitter's count here for Kozak. Osborne going to have to come back and even the count. Doesn't want to walk him and load the bases again. The 3-1. That one misses off the plate. And Kozak will be aboard with a 1-out walk, and that's going to load him up for Nate Shashinsky. Shashinsky flied out to left. Shashinsky had a long at-bat in his first at-bat against Osborne, fouled off a lot of pitches before he flew out.
And the pitch.
Pitch stays high. One ball, no strikes. Bases loaded here for Tabor.
Down the first baseline with the right field line is Kevin Weber. Here's
The 1-0. That misses. 2-0. 2-0. Riley Rochadle hoping for a chance here as Rolf's going to come out and talk to his pitcher a little bit, try to calm him down. Osborne in a situation here where he doesn't want to walk another runner. Bring up Rochadle, who is having himself a great tournament so far. The 2-0. That's a cross for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shashinsky still ahead here in the at-bat. Still a hitter's count. The 2-1. That's popped up. And Peyton Osborne not going to have a play to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strike, 1 out.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded, 2 in. New ball game.
Osborne digs in, looks in at his catcher, the 2-2. Shashinsky grounds it. That's going to get by Peyton Osborne at third. They're going to send Hanamichael as Easton Miller's playing really deep, and Tabor's going to get 2 runs out of that.
1 out, 2-run single by Nate Shashinsky, scoring Dawson Beach from third.
Shashinsky just hit a roller, got under Osborne's glove, and again with the thick grass out here, and Miller having to play kind of deep, he has a long run to get to it. Again, that's going to bring Tommy Gregg out of the dugout, and we're going to have a pitching change, as this is his second.
Nolan Gall will be coming in. And so, Tommy Gregg will take the ball from Camden Osborne, and coming in will be Nolan Gall for Redfield, post 92. So we have a pitching change, a break in the action with the score.
Nolan Gall into pitch here. We'll keep it right here to make sure we get our changes all figured out. I believe the changes will be as follows. Nolan Gall's going to come into pitch. He's going to be in, I believe, Eric Salmon's spot in the batting order. Camden Osborne, he'll take his normal position out in left, and Easton Miller's going to move from left to right. Nolan Gall coming in here in his first action.
Need a Tylenol? Okay. I'll see what I can do.
We're in day number 5 of the Class B 2021 American Legion Baseball Tournament. We brought you all of the games here on Live Ticket, and we're going to wrap up the tournament today. Double elimination formats, and Tabor comes into this game undefeated, so they would have to be beaten twice. So if Redfield wins, we'll play another. If Tabor holds on and wins, we will crown a champion here in this first game. So very quickly recap the changes we've got here. Nolan Gall into pitch. Camden Osborne goes to left. Easton Miller goes to right. And right fielder Eric Salmon is now out of the game. So Nolan Gall will bat in Eric Salmon's spot in the lineup. Gall looking in at Ross. First pitch misses high. Riley Rochadle is in the box now. 2-0 now. Runners on first and second for Tabor. We're still in the top of the third inning. Tabor's gotten 4 across so far here in the third. The 2-0 on the outside corner. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Olin Dvorak led off with a fly out to center, and that's been the only out so far for Tabor here in the inning. The 2-1, slow curveball, grounded to the right side. Owen Osborne up with it. And a very close play at first as Osborne almost looked like he fumbled with it a little bit, but able to record the out. Nolan Sarda coming to the plate.
From left field to right field, and Eric Selman is out of the game. Here's the ninth man to bat in this inning for Tabor.
Nolan Sarda 0 for 2 today.
Reached on the fielder's choice. The pitch.
First pitch, that goes high. Runners on second and third.
On the play.
Decent speed on the bases for Tabor as a base hit, and a couple runs could score here. The 1-0, that misses high. And 2-0 now the count to Nolan Sarda. Sarda playing center field for Tabor. The 2-0. Swung on, hit hard, hit high. 2 outs, runners going. DeYoung has it measured, and he puts it away, and that's going to retire Sarda. Tabor sends 9 to the plate. They leave a couple. They score 4. After 2.5, it's Tabor 5, Redfield 3. Camden Osborne, Keaton Rolfs, and Easton Miller scheduled up for Redfield in the bottom of the third. And we'll have that for you back here at Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back here set for the bottom of the third inning.
Game number 14, championship game.
We're in day 5 of the 2021 Class B American Legion Baseball Tournament. I'm Pat Kraus here on Live Ticket. New score here as Tabor pushes 4 across in the third inning. They now lead 5-3. Quite a bit of offense here early in the game. 8 runs total so far. 12 hits between the two teams. So Carter Eaker is in his third inning of action here. Camden Osborne stepping in now, playing left field now for Redfield as he was the starting pitcher. He's 1 for 1. First pitch on the inside corner. Again, we don't count Redfield out here. They'll have some good quality at bats, work their way on any way they can. Eaker looking in at Dvorak, gets the sign. The 0-1. Curveball, that's hit hard into left. And that's going to go over Kozak's head. He misjudged it. And Osborne around first, and he's going to check in at second as Sarda backing him up. Kozak ran up hard on that ball. Must have misjudged it, and it went over his head. Thankfully, Nolan Sarda for Tabor was backing him up, and Osborne checks in with a leadoff double. Keaton Rolfs coming to the plate. Rolfs 1 for 1. Popped up. Dvorak gives it a look, and that'll get out of play. Foul ball frenzy was just called, and one fan very excited. Eaker jumps ahead here. No balls and 1 strike to Keaton Rolfs, catcher for Redfield. The 0-1 on the knees for strike 2. Foul balls this week at the state tournament have been going for $1 a piece. Great sponsors to provide that. And every once in a while, we have a foul ball frenzy. The 0-2, big curveball, and Rolfs is down swinging. Every now and again, our press box guys, they call out foul ball frenzy, and we've had foul balls ranging in value from $5 up to $15. That one there was $5 and had one really excited fan. 1 out. Easton Miller in the box now. First pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by Dvorak. As they're going to try and pick off at second, is not in time. 1-0 the count. Easton Miller 0 for 1. He flied out to center in his first at bat. Left center. Sarda's got it called. And yeah, Osborne's going to bluff a tag, and they're going to try and snap throw behind, but Sarda fired it in to the cutoff man, and they thought they'd catch Osborne sleeping there at second, and Rochelle tries to throw behind him, and it got away from second baseman, but Kubal able to back it up and keep Osborne at second. 2 outs, Nolan Gall coming in now, his first at bat of the tournament. First pitch is low. Nolan Gall came in relief of Camden Osborne back in the top of the third. He's in the lineup in the batting order for Eric Salmon. The 1-0. That misses out. 2 balls and no strikes. Eaker checks the runner. The 2-0 and a 3-0. Not what you want if you're Carter Eaker here to go 3-0 to a guy who hasn't even had an at-bat yet in the tournament. The 3-0. That one misses, and Gall's going to be aboard on a 4-pitch walk. Seth Seabright steps up, batting left-handed. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Runners on first and second. Runner, 2 outs. First pitch for Eaker. Low, that's 5 in a row now, as Eaker having a little trouble finding the zone. 51 pitches through 2 2/3 so far. The 1-0 on the corner for a strike. Count evens up now, 1-1. To Seth Seabright. Seabright 0 for 1, only has 1 hit in the tournament. 1-1. That's at the knees for strike 2. And Eaker comes storming back after throwing 5 balls in a row. Now comes back with 2 strikes in a row, hoping to get out of the inning here and leave the 2 Redfield runners stranded. Runners go. Throw down to third, and that's going to be not in time. Hunemichael does a nice job of knocking it down. But the runners do both advance. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2-2, excuse me. Swing on a miss, then Seabright's going to be down swinging for out number 3. And that'll end the threat as Redfield leads a couple in scoring position. They don't score any. After 3 complete, Tabor leads Redfield 5-3. For Tabor in the top of the 4th, it'll be Dvorak, Kubal, and Herbold. And we'll have the top of the 4th inning for you when we come back to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com redfield.com now.
And we're back to Lockhart Field here in Groton. And if you, it was just off camera there, but our head groundskeeper, Aaron Severson, always providing entertainment for us here in Groton. First pitch to Dvorak is in there for a strike as Nolan Gall begins his second inning of work in relief of Camden Osborne. Dvorak flied out twice. That's going to be a little bloop. That's going to have a chance. It's going to be down. And Dvorak, who in almost every other game in this tournament has hit the ball hard on a line, that time gets a little Texas leaguer out into short right, and he's going to be aboard to lead off the inning. Caleb Kubal is going to come in. Kubal 1 for 2, single, and reached on an error. He's been on base twice, scored a run. First pitch hit hard into right field. Easton Miller's getting twisted around. That's going to get down, and Dvorak comes around second. He kind of stumbles. They're going to send him. And Dvorak is going to score on the play. Kubal gets another hit with an RBI double. Dvorak was already almost to second by the time that ball hit, and then kind of had to get his bearings. He almost missed second base, and then coming around third, I don't think he was sure if he was going to go or not. Gary Cortan said, we're going to make him get us out, and they sent him. Now new score here, 6-3, no outs. Trent Herbold takes the first pitch, ball one ball, no strikes. Herbold 2 for 2 in the game so far with a run scored. The 1-0. And he floats one just outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Nolan Gall trying to pitch really carefully here instead of just going after these hitters. The 2-0 fastball swung on and missed. 2-1 now the count to Trent Herbold. Herbold is the designated hitter in today's ball game. The 2-1. And Herbold lays a bunt down. Going to be a good one. They're going to get the out at first. Kubal will move up on the sacrifice bunt for the first out. 7th run of the game is at third for Tabor. Should Caleb Kubal score. Dawson Beats now coming up. 0 for 1. Field reached on a fielder's choice and was hit by a pitch. First pitch from Gall to Beats. That stays high. Again, Gall, I think, was told that these Tabor hitters, they like fastballs. You got to find a way to keep them off balance. He's trying that, but he's just not able to throw that curveball for a strike. Beats swings through as he chases a fastball up in the zone. Count even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tabor's gotten 1 here in the 4th as they lead 6-3. The 1-1 swung on, grounded up the middle, and run's going to score as Beats is retired at first. Kubal scores the 7th run. Beats will get an RBI ground out on the play. 2 outs, base is empty, and coming up now is Dustin Hanemichael. Hanemichael digs in here. Hanemichael 2 for 2, hit a single back in the 2nd inning, and then hit the game-tying double to really get the scoring started for Tabor in that 3rd inning. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. There's that curveball that Gall's been trying to get across. Finally gets it across for a strike. Evens the count 1-1. The 1-1. That one stays high. 2-1. The 2-1 swung on and fouled back to the screen. Tabor scored 1 in the first, 4 in the third, and 2 so far in the fourth. And Redfield 1 in the first, 2 in the second. That's why we've gotten to this 7-3 score so far. The 2-2 swung on. That's line right at Osborne at second, and he'll put it away for out number 3. Tabor gets a couple. They don't leave any on. After 3.5, Tabor extends their lead 7-3. For Redfield, it'll be DeYoung, Owen Osborne, and Peyton Osborne. And we'll have the bottom of the fourth inning here on Live Ticket when we come back to Groton after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back and set here to start the bottom of the fourth inning. Christian DeYoung going to lead things off for Redfield. Redfield got their work cut out for them here going in the bottom of the fourth inning as they trail by 4, 7-3. As Tabor's bats came alive in the third and fourth as they scored 4 in the third and 4 in the third and 2 in the fourth. As they lead now 7-3. Christian DeYoung trying to find a way to get back into it. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored back in the second inning. First pitch from Carter Eaker to DeYoung. That misses high. Eaker beginning his fourth inning of work. That was his 56th pitch of the game. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. Count evens now, 1 ball, 1 strike.
So halfway through, 7-4-1 for Tabor, 3-6-2 for Redfield.
The 1-1 curveball, and that bounces in front of the plate. Nice stop by Dvorak. 2-1 the count here from Carter Eaker to Christian DeYoung. The 2-1, that's going to be in the dirt. 3-1, 3-1. Eaker not wanting to let the leadoff hitter on. The 3-1 is in there, a strike at the belt, and he fills the count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 now from Carter Eaker. Pitch number the 3-2 swung on, popped up. Cool ball is going to give it a look, but it's going to go out of play. Ends up in one of our Little League fields here. 3-2 the count. The 3-2, and that misses, and DeYoung's going to be aboard with a leadoff walk. Owen Osborne now in the box, wearing number 5. He's 0 for 2 today, ground out and a fly out. As DeYoung takes his lead from first. First pitch to Osborne's in there for a strike. 0-1 here, jumps ahead.
Up to 63 pitches now is Carter Eaker. Christian DeYoung away from first.
The 0-1 misses just high. 1-1 the count. Outfield playing about straight away, not too deep. Infield, Hanamichael in at third a little bit. 1-1 the count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1, big, slow curveball. That comes in for a strike. And he gets back ahead here. We saw this a little yesterday with 2 strikes. Redfield, they like to get their runner moving with 2 strikes, kind of turn a straight steal into a hit and run. DeYoung stays, popped up, Shashinsky under it. He'll put it away. And Osborne retired for the 3rd time, as he's now 0 for 3 in the game. Peyton Osborne coming to the plate, and Gary Corton coming out to have a talk with Carter and say, hey, listen, he's hit the ball hard a couple of times on us. Let's pitch him a little more carefully here. Osborne tripled and scored in the 1st, and then hit a double in the 2nd to get a couple in. You know, one of the benefits Eaker has here is they do have a 4-run lead and the runner only on 1st, so you know, base hit isn't the end of the world. We just don't want to give him one that he can drive to the gap. Eaker looks in here. DeYoung got a good lead over there. First pitch to Osborne. That misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Corton maybe telling Eaker, you know, let's see if we can maybe get him to get himself out, but we're not going to give him anything good here. The 1-0, the runner goes. Popped up. Kozak calls for it, and he's going to put it away, and DeYoung will retreat to 1st. And they finally get Osborne out. And that one he just missed. DeYoung still at 1st. And Cooper Haney steps in. He's 0 for 2. 2 ground outs. Haney digs in, bat from the left side, wearing number 33, playing shortstop for Redfield again today. First pitch, big slow curveball, gets a piece and chops it foul. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch for Eaker will be his 70th. The 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1 now, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tabor leading 7-3. Looking to keep Redfield scoreless once again here in the inning. The 1-1. Swung on, hit hard in the center. That's going to be down for a base hit. Sarda up for, he mishandles it. And DeYoung, he's going to come around. And he's going to be safe at 3rd. Play to 2nd. Ball gets away from Beats. And DeYoung's going to score on the play. And Haney's going to end up at 3rd on it. Haney will get a single on it. He advances on the error, on the misplay by Sarda. And then he will move up to 3rd on the throwing error by Rochadel from short to 2nd. And that gets us to 7-4 now. And Camden Osborne steps in. Osborne has 2 hits in the game, a single and a double. First pitch swinging, ground ball to the hole. That's going to get through. And Haney and Camden Osborne now 3 for 3. Gary Corton calls time. Again, as we say, I've said it many times, Redfield, you can't give them extra chances. And there's a perfect example there. If they're able to keep Cooper Haney at 2nd, he may not score there. But now we're going to have a pitching change. Looks like Trent Herbold is going to come in and do the pitching. Herbold is a designated hitter, so that won't change anything. Carter Eaker is just going to come out of the game. As we said earlier, this is our championship game. If Redfield were to come back and defeat Tabor, we'll do it again in a half hour after the completion. If Tabor holds on and wins this game, they will be crowned the Class B American Legion state champions for 2021. Again, while we've got a little bit of chance, I want to thank a few people. First and foremost, the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation. Without them, this isn't possible. A lot of hours and a lot of planning went into this state tournament, and especially this live stream. As with the equipment we've got now, we were able to do it and make this successful and bring you all these games. We're in game number 14 on day 5, so big thanks to them. Thanks to all the sponsors for everything, not just the sponsors here on the live stream, but also the ones sponsoring the foul balls and all the sponsors in the program and so forth. As again, without that, this tournament just doesn't. We have a harder time with it. And of course, a big thanks to my production man up here, Axel Warrington. He's been up here every day for every game with me, keeping the production flowing and keeping things going and keeping this process as smooth as it can possibly be. So without him, I don't think we have as good of a stream as we do. And it's going well, and we still have half a game left here, so we're going to finish out strong for all of you. Again, and of course, as always, thank you to you viewers out there, because that's why we do it. I know not everyone is able to travel up here, especially for a 1 o'clock game on a Tuesday, so we're excited and happy that we're able to bring you the action. Keaton Rolfe's coming to the plate now. He's 1 for 2, single and a strikeout. He'll be the first batter that Trent Herbolt will face. First pitch misses high.
On Keaton Rolfe, who was singled and struck out. Camden Osborne, after a 2-out RBI single to score the second inning, or the second run of the inning for Redfield, is on first with 2 outs.
Herbolt checks Osborne at first. Comes set now. And the 1-0 runner goes. Throw down to second is in time, and they got him. Good play there by Riley Rochadel, coming across and putting the tag on. Good throw there by Nolan Dvorak. And Osborne will be cut down trying to steal second for the 3rd out. Redfield gets a couple. They leave none. After 4 complete, we've got a new score, 7-5, Tabor leading. Top of the 5th inning coming up. It'll be Kozak, Shashinsky, and Rochadel. And we'll have that for you here at Lockhart Field when we return after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back, getting ready here for the top of the 5th innings. Tabor's going to send up their 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Kozak, Shashinsky, and Rochadel. Redfield gets 2 back in the 4th as they cut the deficit in half. 7-5 now the lead for Tabor. Caden Kozak takes first pitch, gets by the catcher. 1 ball, no strikes.
Caden Kozak has struck out and walked in the 2nd and 3rd innings, respectively. 7-5, Tabor here in the
The 1-0 to Kozak. Swung on a pop foul out of plate. Kind of got in on his hands, and he got a piece of it and flips it foul out of play. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike.
characteristic for Tabor. They commit 2 errors on the same play and allow a run to score. And then
Nolan Gall in relief, still in relief here of Camden Osborne. And he falls behind now, 2-1 to Caden Kozak. The 2-1, big curveball. That stays high. Again, people sometimes forget that it's not where the catcher catches it. It's where it comes across the batter, and that pitch, when it came across, was still high. The 3-1 In the dirt, Kozak's going to be aboard with a leadoff walk. Nate Shashinsky coming up to bat now. Shashinsky 1 for 2. We'll see here if they try to move Kozak up here with a bunt. They don't. And pitch comes across for a strike. Kozak gets his lead from first. Shashinsky digging in. The 0-1. Swung on, hit hard up the middle. Osborne bobbles it at second. They're still going to get one. Kozak going to be forced out. 4-6 on the play. Shashinsky aboard on the fielder's choice. Osborne dropped to a knee, but the ball just kind of got in on his hands. Unable to field it cleanly. They are only able to get one out. And Riley Rochelle going to come to the plate. As he digs in. Shashinsky leads from first. First pitch to Rochelle. That floats high for ball one. 7-5 our score here. Both teams scored in the first. Redfield got a couple in the second to take the lead, and then Tabor came back and got 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth. 2-0 now to Rochelle. And then Redfield was able to get a couple back. That's how we have our score here, 7-5. 9 hits for Tabor, 8 hits for Redfield. The 2-0 runner goes, and it's grounded up the middle. It's going to be through the middle. And Shashinsky coming around second as he was off with the pitch, and he's going to check in at third. Little hit and run action there by Tabor. It almost looked like Cooper Haney didn't know where the ball was as he broke to second to cover on the steal, because the ball actually came right by his glove, and it skirted into center. And with one out, we've got runners on the corners, and Nolan Sarda coming to the plate. Sarda so far 0 for 3 in this game. 0 for 3 looking for his first hit. First pitch grounded to third. Going to be a tough play, and not in time. The run scores on the play as Tabor gets one back. They're going to give Osborne the error on the play. Osborne kind of got caught in between there. He wasn't playing close enough to catch the high hop. Tried to take it, did a nice job taking it off the chest, but just unable to record the out. And Nolan Dvorak comes in 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored in the fourth. Tabor has first and second, one out. Gall's pitch is on the inside corner. 1-1 the count, one out. We're in the top of the fifth inning. Championship game, 2021 Class B American Legion Baseball Tournament. The 1-1, big curveball in there for a strike. Big slow curveball. Dvorak takes it for a strike. 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Runners go, and they're going to be up safely on the double steal as it gets away from Rolfs. Runners advance now into scoring position. A base hit will get 1, maybe 2, and extend Tabor's lead here as they now lead 8-5. The 2-2 just off the plate. I wouldn't look too close to take, but Dvorak must have seen something we didn't, and he knew it was outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Nolan Dvorak. The 3-2 swung on and lifted into right. Roshadow's going to set up for the tag. Miller catches it. There's going to be a play at the plate. Throw comes all the way through, and Roshadow slides in head first safely. And Tabor gets another one on the sacrifice fly by Nolan Dvorak. to get the 9th run in for Tabor. Redfield scored 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Tabor gets those 2 back here in the top of the 5th, and we're back to a 4-run lead at 9-5. And Caleb Kubal in the box now. He's been on all 3 times. He's 2 for 3. First pitch to Kubal. That one misses. 1-0 the count to Caleb Kubal. The 1-0. Swung on, hit high into left center. Christian DeYoung under it, and he'll make the catch and end the inning for Redfield. Tabor leaves 1. They get 2, and they're back to a 4-run lead. After 4.5, they lead 9-5 for Redfield in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Rolfs, Miller, and Gall, and we'll have that here back at Lockhart Field on live ticket after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Welcome back, Groton, South Dakota, here at Lockhart Field. You are watching 2021 Class B American Legion State Baseball action. I'm Pat Krause bringing it to you on live ticket. We're starting to get down to it here. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning here. Redfield coming up with Keaton Rolf's going to lead things off. If you still have friends and family that are interested in taking in our coverage, feel free to let them know to go to groton.liveticket.tv. You'll find us there, or another option, go to YouTube and search out Groton Baseball Softball Foundation, and that'll take you to our channel where you can find all the action. Rolf's 1 for 2 in today's game. Herbold digging in here, looking in. His first pitch to Rolfs, curveball in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike as Herbold jumps ahead. The 0-1 from Herbold, fastball misses outside. 1-1 the count now, evened up. Herbold in his 2nd inning of relief. He came in relief of Carter Eaker. The 1-1, that's in the dirt. 2-1 now the count to Redfield's catcher, Keaton Rolfs, wearing number 10. Herbold looks in, and the 2-1. Swung on, grounded to second. Beats up with it. On to first in time to retire Rolfs. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. 4-3 on the putout for out number 1. Again, I've said it all tournament. Some of these middle infielders, they just haven't decided they want to play in. That infield grass is so slow that these routine plays are turning into closer plays than they have to be. But they do retire Rolfs. And Easton Miller coming up. First pitch in there for a strike. Miller 0 for 2. 2 flyouts to center. Herbold looking in, gets a sign, and the 0-1. Swung on check swing. Hanemichael cuts it off, and he fires across. Nice play there by Dustin Hanemichael. Miller kind of got fooled there and caught it off the end of the bat. Hanemichael, nice job cutting across and fielding it and making a good strong throw. Nolan Gall comes up. Gall's second plate appearance. He walked in his first plate appearance. No official at bat. First pitch to Gall. That misses. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled as Gall got a piece of it. Fouls it into the screen. Again, double elimination format. If Tabor holds on, they will be crowned the Class B champions for 2021. If Redfield comes back and is victorious, finds a way to win here, we'll play another today. The 1-1 swung on, and again, Gall got a piece. Fouls it back to the pad. Herbold goes back ahead here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We will crown a champion today at some time, whether it'll be after this game or the next game. All depends on this result. The 1-2 to Gall, chopped up. Herbold's going to field it off the mound. Strong throw to first in time. And Redfield goes 3 up, 3 down. Redfield scores none. They leave none. After 5 complete, it's 9-5 Tabor. Top of the 6th inning, it'll be Herbold, Beets, and Hanamichael, and we'll have the top of the 6th inning for you when we come back to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
The Guard helps.
And we're back. Trent Herbold's going to lead things off for Tabor here in the top of the 6th inning. Tabor leading 9-5. Quickly go through the line score here for both teams after 5 complete innings. Tabor's got 9 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors. Redfield, 5 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors. Tabor scoring in each of the last 3 innings, 4 in the 3rd and 2 in each of the 4th and 5th. First pitch to Herbold is at the belt for a strike. And Nolan Gall now in his 3rd inning of work, on in relief of Camden Osborne. The 0-1. Pop foul out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2. Nice piece of hitting there by Trent Herbold. And he's going to be aboard with his 3rd hit of the ball game. Curveball that Gall threw looked like it was going to come on the outer half. Herbold, nice job there letting it travel. Not trying to do too much with it. He flips it into short left field. And he's aboard with his 3rd hit. Dawson Beets comes to the plate now. 0 for 2 officially in today's ball game. Does have a run scored. Herbold takes his lead. Beets takes low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top of the 6th inning here. Championship game, Class B American Legion Baseball Tournament. The 1-0. That's on the inside corner. Strike 1. Coming into this game here, Dawson Beets was batting .600. Today he's 0 for 1. So that'll drop his average just a little bit. The 1-1 from Gall. That curveball floats high. 2-1. 2-1 hitters count here for Dawson Beets. Beets went, if I remember right, 3 for 3 in their opening round victory against Big Stone City way back on Friday. Runner goes, hit and run on. Throw down a second is in time, and Herbolt's going to be retired. Trying to steal second. 1 out, bases emptied. There was a hit and run there as pitch was high and Beets swung through it. 2-2 the count here to the number 10, Dawson Beets. Curveball on the inside corner, and Beets goes down looking for out number 2. And now Dustin Hanemichael is going to come up to bat. Hanemichael 2 for 3. First pitch to Hanemichael. Swung on, hit hard into the right center field gap. Miller's tracking it. It's going to get over his head. And Hanemichael coming around first. He's going to check in with his second double of the ball game.
Dustin Hanemichael now has 3 hits in the game, 12 for Tabor. So a runner at second.
Hanemichael coming into the game 0 for 3. And now has 3 hits in the game, 2 doubles. Caden Kozak coming in now. Kozak 2 walks in the ball game. First pitch is high. Kozak wearing number 8, looking for his first hit in the ball game. Tabor has 12 overall. The 1-0. That's at the knees for a strike. Hanemichael takes his lead from second. The 1-1. That's outside. Nice stop there by Rolfs. 2-1 the count. Hanemichael on second after he just hit a 2-out double. Tabor trying to find a way to get him in.
Dustin Hanemichael at second with 2 down.
The 2-1. Curveball, nice stop there by Rolfs as he keeps it in front to keep Hanemichael at second. Count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike now. The 3-1 swung on, hit into right center. That's going to be down. Miller fields it on a hop, and he'll fire it in. And Kozak has an RBI single to drive in Hanemichael from second. Hanemichael off on contact with 2 outs. He scores easily. That'll bring up Nate Shashinsky. Shashinsky 1 for 3 with a single. And 1 run scored so far in the ball game. First pitch to Shashinsky, swung on and popped up. Owen Osborne tracking it from second. Good, makes a nice play there over the shoulder and retires Shashinsky. Fly out to 4. But Tabor continues their consecutive innings scored as they score another one, and they stretch the lead now 10-5. Going in the bottom of the 6th inning, it'll be Seabright, DeYoung, and Owen Osborne, and we'll have the bottom of the 6th inning when we come back here to Lockhart Field in Groton after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
No hits coming in. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning, getting started here. Seth Seabright going to lead things off. We're at day 5. This is our championship game, game number 14. All of these games we have brought to you on our stream at Live Ticket, groton.liveticket.tv, and on our YouTube channel, Groton Baseball Softball Foundation. Trent Herbold still on in relief. Seth Seabright in the box. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch curveball on the outside corner for strike 1 to the left-handed hitting Seabright. Tabor has scored at least 1 run in the last 4 innings. The 0-1, he misses. Tabor fell behind 3-1 after the second. They scored 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. The 1-1 curveball misses outside. Redfield, they scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. That's how we got to our score here of 10-5, Tabor leading. The 2-1, that's in there for a strike, and Seabright's count goes even here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seth Seabright, 0 for the day so far, 0 for 2, couple strikeouts. The 2-2, swung on a pop foul, got a piece to stay alive as it goes over the press box. And we'll do the 2-2 again. Again, Redfield down to their last couple of chances as they have the bottom of the 6th and the bottom of the 7th to try to find a way. We're not going to count them out yet as they find a way sometimes just to scratch back in. 2-2 on the corner, and Seabright's going to be down looking for the 3rd time. Christian DeYoung coming up, officially 1 for 1. DeYoung scored a couple of runs so far. First pitch from Herbold to DeYoung, in there for a strike.
Center fielder and an error on the shortstop, and there's a strike, and it's
0-2 the count now
no balls
to Christian DeYoung.
Top of the order, Owen Osborne waiting on deck. 10-5.
Herbold steps off, going to regroup himself. No balls and 2 strikes to Christian DeYoung, center fielder for Redfield. The 0-2, that misses high. Tried to get him to chase there a little bit. One and 2 the count. 1-2 on the way. That's in there for strike 3, and DeYoung down looking for out number 2. Herbold a little bit extra on that fastball there as he hit a corner at the knees to freeze DeYoung. That'll bring up Owen Osborne. Osborne 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. First pitch down low. 1-0 the count to the Redfield leadoff hitter, Owen Osborne.
And Herbold with the 1-0.
1-0 misses out wide. 2-0 now.
Ball 2, 2-0 the count.
And Herbold here a little bit amped up after those 2 big strikeouts. Had to settle himself back down, try to find the zone. The 2-0. That's on the outside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Redfield trailing 10-5, looking to find a way back in. The 2-1, big curveball, misses outside. 3-1 now, as Herbold threatening to put Osborne on with 2 outs. With Peyton Osborne on deck. Osborne, 2 hits already in the game. Peyton 3-1 in the dirt, and Owen Osborne is going to be aboard with a 2-out walk. Peyton Osborne is going to come up now. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times today. Hit a triple and scored in the first, and then hit a double. Hit a 2-run double.
A 2-run double in the second, flew out to left in the fourth. 10-5.
Peyton Osborne digging in. Owen Osborne at first. Herbold gets back on the mound here. Now looking in at Dvorak for the sign. Owen Osborne gets his lead. And he looks over at Osborne. Now he's set. First pitch, curveball. That misses. Ball one. Dvorak thought maybe they got it, but it missed outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Herbold looking in. Now set. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Count evens at 1. 1-1 the count. We got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Redfield gets, we got 1 out left here and 3 in the bottom of the 7th. So down to their final 4 outs. Got to find a way here. The 1-1 curveball. That's on the outside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at first, bottom of the 6th.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tabor 10, Redfield 5.
From Trent Herbold to Peyton Osborne. We'll see here if Tommy Gregg puts a straight steal on, turn it into a hit and run. Runner doesn't go, and Peyton Osborne got a piece of it. Also got a piece of Matt Clark back there. He's having himself a game. Earlier he took a fastball right off the hand. This time the foul ball caught him right on the top of the shoulder. They wear padding, but it doesn't cover everything. He takes his time, gets himself set. 1-2 the count. 2 outs to Peyton Osborne in the box. 1-2. Stays high. Count evens now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. We've got deuces here. This might be our first deuces of the game. Here in the 6th inning. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Redfield trying to find a way here to scratch a couple across, cut into the lead. The 2-2. That misses high. 3-2. Now Owen Osborne will be off with the pitch. Kubal still holding over at first. A lot of times you see the first baseman go behind the runner in this situation. The 3-2 runner goes. Curveball popped up. Kubal's going to give it a look over there. He's got room, and he'll put it away. And Peyton Osborne is retired on the fly out. And Herbold battles himself out. After 6 complete, now it's still 10-5 Tabor. Tabor's going to bring the top of the order up, and it's going to be Rochadel, Sarda, and Dvorak, and we'll have the top of the 7th here in this championship game when we come back to Lock Cars Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back here, top of the 7th inning. Riley Rochadel is going to lead things off here in the top, trying to stretch their lead a little bit as they lead 10-5 in this championship game. First pitch to Rochadel hits the outside corner for a strike. Nolan Gall still on the mound for Redfield. He's He's in relief of Camden Osborne. The 0-1 to Rochadle. Swung on a chop foul over to the Redfield dugout. Got Tommy Gregg off his bucket to field the ball. 0-2 the count. See if Rochadle makes an adjustment here, put the ball in play. He's scored 2 runs so far in this game. The 0-2 swung on and lined up the middle. Osborne ranging, make backhanded play on to first, and in time. Nice pick, nice play all the way around there. Nice backhanded sliding play by Owen Osborne. Makes the throw and a good scoop over at first by Seth Seabright. So just a nice play all the way around there as Rochadle is retired for the first out. That brings up Nolan Sarda. First pitch to Sarda, curveball, and that's going to be lifted into short center. And Cooper Haney calls for it, and he's going to make the over-the-shoulder catch to retire Sarda for the second out. Nolan Dvorak now coming up, trying to keep this thing going for Tabor. First pitch to Dvorak, swung on and popped up. Keaton Rolf's going to give it a look. He's under it, and he cannot make the catch. A catcher pop fly, one of the hardest plays in baseball. And when I played, I was taught to put your back to the pitcher's mound because it's going to spin right back to you. The 0-1, swung on, popped up on the infield. Gall gets out of the way. Now nobody calling for it, and Haney comes across to make the catch as nobody else wanted to take charge. Gall was under it. He backs off, and no one else took charge, and Cooper Haney came across to put it away. After 6.5, Tabor's still leading 10-5 for Redfield, bottom of the 7th. Their last chance, it'll be Haney, Camden Osborne, and Rolfs, and we'll have that when we come back after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. A couple changes here for Tabor going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Just some defensive changes. Connor Peters coming off the bench. He will do the catching. And Nolan Dvorak is going to go to second base. Dawson Beats is going to come out of the game. And Peters will bat in his spot in the lineup should we get to that point. First pitch from Herbold hits a curveball, hits the corner to Cooper Haney. Haney 1 for 3. The 0-1 to Haney, curveball again. That one wraps around. A little smile there from Herbold as he thought he had it, but it's the kind of reaction you want to have, though. He didn't get frustrated. He knew it was close. The 1-1, fastball in there for a strike, and 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Redfield shortstop, Cooper Haney. Single and a run scored so far. Looking for his second hit of the ball game. The 1-2, swung on and hit hard through the right side. That's going to be in the right for a hit. And Haney aboard with a leadoff single to get things started here for Camden Osborne. We talked about him coming into the tournament, be one of the better hitters on this team. And he's living up to that today as he has 3 hits, 2 singles and a double. First pitch from Herbold, curveball misses outside. Redfield understanding here that they need more than just Haney on first. They got to have a lot of base runners here, so hoping to find a way to scratch and claw their way back in. The 1-0, that's in there for a strike. But the way they approach things at the plate, you know, they're the type of team that can manage that as they aren't afraid to take the counts deep. Get to a 2-strike count. That doesn't bother them. They're not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. The 1-1 swung on, grounded through the hole here. That's going to be a second hit. As I said, Osborne now, that's 4 for 4. And 2 hits in a row. And Keaton Rolfs coming up. Rolfs has put the ball in play a couple of times. 1 hit recorded. I mentioned that in the pregame show that Redfield's not going to go away. They're going to make some noise here before this game is over as they just chip away. The 1-1 from to Rolfs. That's grounded to third. That's going to get by Hanemichael. Haney hustling. And now we're going to load him up just like that. And that loads it up now with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Easton Miller at the plate. He's looking for his first hit of the ball game. So far, 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a ground out. First pitch is foul tipped into the glove. One thing Tabor's got going for them is they do have a 5-run lead. However, base hit here could cut that and make the game closer. Ground ball here. This time on to 2 and on a second. So they're calling 2 outs here. I believe Camden Osborne is being called out. Being called out on runner interference. Camden Osborne out on a runner interference. Keaton Rolfs is out 5-4 at second. And just like that, we've got 2 outs. A run does score on the plays. Cooper Haney comes across and scores.
Runner interference on Camden Osborne for the second out. So a double play, well, not really put together, but.
So 2 outs on 1 play. Again, I looked away. I was following the ball. I didn't really see what happened there, but it looked like Camden Osborne somehow impeded the play of Dustin Hanemichael, and umpire Roger Metzinger said that's runner interference and called him out. First pitch to Nolan Gall is a ball. Hanemichael continued with the play, and they forced out Keaton Rolfs at second. So in 1 play, they get 2 outs. Runner goes. They're going to throw down. 10-6 to score. As Redfield down to their final out. Easton Miller on second on the fielder's choice and stolen base. The 2-0 on the corner. 2-1 now the count. Herbold looking to end things here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Seth Seabright on deck. The 2-1, that's low, scoots away. Miller unable to advance. Peters hops after it. Again, as we said, Connor Peters in the game at catcher. Dvorak moved to second, and Dawson Beats out of the game. Just some defensive replacements here, defensive changes. The 3-1 swung on. That one almost got us up here. Joe Van Gore, the voice of Tabor up here, jokingly earlier said, let's start a pool to see if we get a ball up here. And we almost had one up here as Nolan Gall caught one off the end of the bat. And the 3-2 just misses. And Nolan Gall is going to be aboard with a 2-out walk. We had a few people up here that I don't think have moved that fast in quite a while, as we had people bailing out and ducking as that hit off the face of the press box. Seth Seabright up to bat now, trying to keep things going for Redfield with 2 outs as Seabright takes low and in for ball 1. Runners on first and second, 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Redfield down to their final out here in the 2021 championship game. The 1-0, that's in there for a strike. Count evens now 1-1. Trent Herbolt still on in relief of Carter Eaker. Herbolt looking in, gets his sign. And the 1-1. Curveball, that's flip foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Final strike, down to the final strike here for Redfield. Seth Seabright trying to find a way here. We'll see what Herbold has dialed in here, see if he tries to reach back here and hit a spot with his 1-2. And the 1-2 misses in. Yep, tried a little bit too much there. Kind of overcooked his fastball a little bit, pulled it inside. 2-2, the count now. 2 outs. We've got deuces here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Redfield has 1 across so far. The 2-2 misses. 3-2. Now we'll have the runners moving. The runners will be moving on the pitch. Last thing Herbolt wants to do is load the bases. Christian DeYoung on deck. He's the number 9 hitter. 3-2 the count. 3-2, runners go. Curveball, that's grounded to third. Hanemichael up with it on to first. In time, and Tabor are your 2021 Class B American Legion champions as they defeat Redfield 10-6 as they pile on each other in the middle of the field. Outstanding game, outstanding tournament by both teams. We will take here a short break, and when we come back, we'll have totals and a little recap of today and the tournament when we come back to Lockhart Field after these messages.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
The Guard helps you get an education. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers all its service members in-state tuition assistance towards your college or technical school education. For your service, you will receive 50% off tuition at all South Dakota Board of Regents colleges. If you attend a technical school in the state, you will receive 83.5% off tuition. For more information, visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or check out their website, nationalguard.com/SD.
And we're back to Lockhart Field here in Groton, South Dakota. Championship game just completed as we just saw Tabor defeat Redfield 10-6 to claim the 2021 Class B American Legion State Championship. A lot of offense to talk about here in this game as we saw 16 runs scored by both teams total and 23 hits, 7 errors. Not the cleanest fielding game from two of probably the best fielding teams in the tournament. But when you play 5 games in 5 days, you sometimes see those types of things happening. But nonetheless, Tabor able to come away with a 10-6 victory. They score their 10 runs on 13 hits and 4 errors. Redfield scored their 6 runs on 10 hits and 3 errors. We're going to keep it right here as we're going to have some post-tournament awards to be given, as not only will we be having the team awards handed out, but also we will have the Class B Tournament Player of the Year award handed out. We'll also have the Big Stick award handed out, and I believe the Porter T. Talcott Sportsmanship Award as Groton Post 39 athletic commander Doug Hamilton working with the state athletic commissioners for awards. As Tabor wins here against Redfield, they had themselves quite a tournament. They started it all off back on Friday. Again, seems like forever ago, as I've been here for every single game. But Tabor defeated Big Stone City 12-0. Then a closely contested game against this Redfield team, 5-3. Tabor was victorious there to move on to play Madison in the winner's bracket game, where they easily dispatched of Madison 14-0. That moved them into a matchup with Vermilion yesterday in what was a very, very highly anticipated ball game, as these two teams, Vermilion and Tabor, had met many times throughout this year and always had close games. However, Tabor never able to beat Vermilion throughout the year. They were able to pull one out yesterday as they won 4-3 in walk-off fashion as they scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th. That put them into this championship game where Redfield, took an early lead. Both teams scored in the first. Redfield took the lead in the second, but then Tabor scored 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and Redfield just not able to scratch back into it. I give Redfield a lot of credit having to come back out of the loser's bracket after losing to Tabor on Saturday. They found a way to get back into this championship game. They're a scrappy, gritty team. They do things the right way. They play hard. They run the bases well. They throw strikes. However, in a tournament like this, if you're not very deep in pitching and your pitchers don't have dominating stuff, it's going to be hard for you to hang with these teams. They've got pitchers that can throw strikes, and that's important. However, when you're playing a team like Tabor, who, as I said, coming into this game, batting .414 as a team, having 3 or 4 guys batting .500 or better, you have to have a little bit more than just being able to throw strikes. And that kind of caught up to them as Tabor hit the ball around and were able to capitalize on a couple uncharacteristic errors by Redfield. But Tabor just flexing their offensive muscle as they've done this entire tournament. They won 2 games by way of the 10-run rule, beating Big Stone back on Friday and then beating Madison on Sunday. And if we look back at the total runs scored for Tabor in this tournament, they had 12 on Friday, 5 on Saturday, 14 on Sunday, 4 yesterday, and 10 today. So if I do my Millbank High School math here, 18, looks like we got 35, 45 runs. 45 runs in their 5 games. So if you're able to put that kind of an offensive production on the field, it's going to be tough to have other teams hang in there with you. But as I said, an outstanding tournament all the way around. Lots of people to thank once again. Again, first and foremost, as I've been thanking them all tournament, the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation. We just purchased some equipment from the wonderful people at Live Ticket, and we are able to bring the stream here for you this entire tournament. And of course, they all the people of our foundation, combined with a whole host of volunteers, they make this happen. From our ticket takers to our concession stand workers to T-shirt workers, guys up here doing the score, official score, pitch count, and so forth. It's been an outstanding tournament. It's been run as good as it possibly could be. Everything went off without a hitch. Thankfully, the weather held out and did its part for us, so we didn't have any delays other than a little bit of one on Friday, but we were able to overcome that. The grounds crew, thanking the grounds crew again. Aaron Severson has been affectionately dubbed Gilligan as he was donning a bucket hat this weekend. He and his crew have done just an absolutely fantastic job keeping this baseball field in tip-top playing condition. Many don't know, but this is the 3rd tournament in a row that is hosted on this field at Loch Carse. We had a VFW 14 and under, or 13-14 junior teen, or whatever it may be called now. We hosted the region tournament here about 2 weeks ago. Last week, Groton Loch Carse Field hosted the Region 6B tournament, and then we turned around here and now hosted the state tournament. So an outstanding job by the grounds crew to keep things rolling and keeping things where it needs to be. Our sponsors, I can't forget our sponsors here on Live Ticket, in the program and everywhere else, because without the sponsors, again, we have a hard time bringing this action to you. And of course, I want to thank Axel Warrington, Groton area freshman, for keeping things going here for us. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back for the awards here in Groton as our athletic commissioners are starting to gather, and we'll have the awards here. We're going to take just a quick break. We'll be back here at Loch Carse Field for the tournament awards and the presentation of trophies and medals. We'll be back just a bit.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back here as State Athletic Commissioner Paul Karst, who is ending his time and reign as the Athletic Commissioner. He's going to pass those duties on to his son, Dan Karst, and we're working on getting these awards. And it's John Kirshner, State Athletic Commission, presents the plaque to Redfield, their runner-up plaque. Again, Redfield played an outstanding tournament.
Let's see if we can go down on the field and pick up some of the post-game activities. Dan Karst now speaking.
As Tabor being announced as the state champion.
Tabor
And now some of the older guys going out to receive the plaque from John Kirchner of Lennox as they bring it back. Caleb Kubal raises it above his head. And we still have a couple more awards here. And that'll be the sportsmanship and the big stick. Now we're going to announce the championship team. These players are going to come up and get their medals from from Paul Carson, John Kirshner, Nate Shashinsky, Riley Rochadel, Trent Herbolt, Nolan Sarda, number 7, number 8, Caden Kozak, number 9, Carter Eaker, Dawson Beats, number 10, number 11, Nolan Dvorak, Caleb Kubal, number 20, outstanding tournament, 21, Dustin Hanemichael, outstanding championship game, Easton Mutter, the number 25, and Gary Corton, number 37, head coach, and then their assistant coach, Ross Corton. Again, Corton's been around baseball for many, many years in the Tabor area. Again, great tournament by everybody.
And head coach Gary Corton accepting his medal along with assistant Ross Corton. Again, Mr. Baseball here in Groton and for Northeast South Dakota as well. Paul Karst helping out with the post-game ceremony here. Let's find out what's next.
And now we're going to move on to our next award. I think it's the Sportsmanship Award given by the umpires.
The next award, the Porter T. Talcott Sportsmanship Award, as selected by the umpires. This year goes to Vermilion Post 1.
Vermilion Post 1 was awarded the Porter T. Talcott Sportsmanship Award.
I can take it to him.
As decided on by the umpires, umpire-in-chief Matt Clark down there to present it. Big Stick Award now. Caleb Kubal. Caden Kubal from Tabor, the Big Stick Award winner for the 2021. 16 for 19. Outstanding average. And it's not just, it wasn't just singles. He hit for power. He put it to the gap. 16 for 19.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Class B Player of the Year is announced. Yeah.
So that's our Big Stick. We've got one more award here, the Class B Tournament Player of the Year. Again, a tough decision, I'm sure. Riley Rochadel of Tabor is this year's tournament MVP. Again, outstanding player from the plate. He batted .375 as a pitcher. He was victorious in his one start. Played a solid shortstop for Tabor and a very much a leader on the team. So an outstanding tournament by Riley Rochadel. All right, now we just have the team photos to do here, so we're going to wrap things up here from Groton as Tabor defeats Redfield 10-6 to claim the 2021 Class B American Legion Championship. They sweep the awards as they win the big stick with Caden Kubal. Nope, that's not Caden Kubal. I'm sorry. It's Caleb Kubal. My fault. Caleb Kubal batted 16 for 19. 16 for 19. Unbelievable tournament there by Caleb Kubal. And Riley Rochadle, the tournament MVP. And Vermilion Post 1 took the Porter T. Talcott Award, the sportsmanship award that is handed out and voted on by the umpires. And those are our post-tournament awards. Right now, Redfield out there taking their team picture for the website. So I want to, once again, thank everybody for tuning in over these last 5 days. It has been an absolute joy and privilege to bring you all this action live. Again, thanks to Axel Warrington, my guy up here doing the production, keeping things going. Thanks to all the people, the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation, the State Athletic Commission for putting on this tournament, and an outstanding last 5 days of baseball. Again, more importantly, I want to thank the players. Okay, the players here have done something that we don't get to see every day. They put on a show for us. We enjoyed every last bit of it, every inning, every pitch. It was fun. It's a blast. I enjoyed doing it. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been an outstanding last week of baseball. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time. I am Pat Krause signing off, live ticket, and good afternoon.